Why not? Let's just start. Let's talk about it. If Smash JT joins, he joins. If not, we're just gonna talk about it without him. So okay, Alyssa Mercante has officially decided to sue Smash JT. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, she decided to sue Smash JT. Let's bring this up. Okay, let's bring this up. So this is the official document. Okay, the official document, and I want to focus on the actual statement here, the preliminary statement. Which, by the way, this preliminary statement decides to use Wikipedia as a source. Which I find to be interesting because you can't use Wikipedia as a source for almost anything these days. So the fact that we're seeing it in a lawsuit, I just feel like that's pretty interesting. But, that's neither here nor there. So let's look at the preliminary statement and find out exactly what is causing all of this. What has caused this lawsuit to take place in the first place? Let's see. So it says, number one, modern video game enthusiasm is marked by the presence of semi-organized, outrage-driven campaigns for harassment, like 2014's infamous Gamergate. Now, one thing I found very interesting is that they have changed their legal language. Have you guys noticed this? They changed their legal language. What do I mean by that? Well, they initially tried to call us an organized harassment campaign. Now, since they know that's not true because we aren't organized, it's just a bunch of content creators making videos on relevant topics. Now they're trying to call it semi-organized. Now they're trying to say it's a semi-organized, outrage-driven campaign for harassment because clearly everybody just wants to be angry, right? It's not like we talk about positive content. No, never. It's not like we play video games on our other channels. It's not like we talk about manga on my manga channel. It's not like we talk about good stuff here on this channel. No, it's just a bunch of outrage, clearly. Like 2014's infamous Gamergate. Yeah, let's talk about Gamergate. Sure. In 2024, a small Montreal-based narrative development consultancy company, Sweet Baby Inc., found itself at the center of a fresh controversy, incorrectly accused by Gamergate enthusiasts of forcibly inserting gender, sexual, or ethnic minority characters into the game, or otherwise tweaking its narrative presentation to favor a general liberal bent. It sounds like this lawyer just basically took Alyssa Mercante's SBI article and decided to throw it in there. I do find it very interesting that SBI is being mentioned in this particular lawsuit. I would beg the question, are they potentially bankrolling Alyssa Mercante in doing this lawsuit? I find it very interesting because remember, Alyssa Mercante did just recently come from Canada. She went up to Canada to do Compulsion Games and to do her little shilling. And now apparently they're mentioning Sweet Baby Inc. in the second paragraph. The second paragraph of this lawsuit, you're mentioning SBI. Why? What the hell does SBI have to do with anything? SBI's got nothing to do with this entire scenario. So why would you even bother mentioning SBI in this when it's between Alyssa Mercante and Smash JT? I find it very interesting, boys. Let's keep looking. Alyssa Mercante was a senior editor at the gaming news website blog KOTAKU, one of the longest running and most successful gaming news websites. KOTAKU, along with its parent company, Geo Media, has its primary place of business in New York. Well, not so much anymore. Not so much anymore because they seem to have gotten rid of a lot of the people who worked at the New York branch. So I don't know if that's necessarily still true. But let's continue. Kotaku has long enjoyed the derision and the ire of a certain set of alt-right trolls. Oh, wow. So since when are you... My chat just froze. Hold on, let me fix that. Since when are you allowed to bring up fucking, like, personal politics? I mean, you calling people alt-right trolls, do you even have any proof of that? Do you have any proof that the people who talk out against Kotaku are alt-right trolls? Because all I got to do is find one leftist person or one center person who speaks out against Kotaku, and your entire narrative gets thrown out the water. So I don't understand how you're even going to use such definitive language by calling people alt-right trolls. But okay, I'm going to let you cook. For its perceived liberal or leftward bias in covering video games and issues related to gaming. It's not perceived. Okay, it's not perceived. Even some lefties can see that Kotaku is obviously very liberal. All you got to do is look at the people who are working there. and look at how they cover video games and look at how they cover certain stories, and you're going to realize pretty easily that this is a very left-leaning website. Just saying. That's like trying to say Daily Wire is a perceived right-leaning website. Really? A perceived right-leaning website? Daily Wire. Okay. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing perceived about that shit. Everybody can see right through you. Anyway, let's continue. Those critical of Kotaku gather in special Reddit forums and elsewhere to mock and harass its employees. Yeah, I don't really care about Reddit. I don't use Reddit, so I don't give a fuck. Reddit is a fucking cesspool. Among these I can't say that. Vociferous, I can't say that. How the fuck you say that word? Vociferous, I don't know. Ceaseless critics is Smash AT, a social media influencer who publishes videos related to video games on the popular online platforms YouTube and Rumble under the moniker Smash AT. Okay, well, I mean, if that's the case, then he's doing nothing different than anyone else. I mean, there is thousands of content creators that have reported and talked about Alyssa Mercante and the actions that she has done online, the multitude of different tweets, hundreds of tweets that she has done, antagonizing people, trying to get people to respond, trying to get people angry. The amount of videos that she's done antagonizing people. I mean, are we supposed to sit here and forget that she did not go on a podcast publicly in front of everybody and threaten to fight people? Did we not forget that she went on a podcast and threatened to fight people? In case you forgot, here, let me show you a publicly available video that's available online for all to see.
People in the industry to be a little bit louder about people being mean to other people. Come fight me physically, bitch. And maybe say it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Maybe say we don't want you around if you're going to be a cunt. Come fight me physically, bitch.
Yeah.
And hateful. And that the games industry is diverse naturally. Not because anyone's making them be diverse. Because the world is diverse, you stupid motherfucker. Come fight me physically, bitch.
In case anybody forgot, you know what I mean? Because I'm sure that video is going to be utilized in the lawsuit really quickly. I got to imagine. But I mean, again, I'm no lawyer. But I got to imagine that by threatening people openly like that, a lawyer would probably utilize this and say, well, you are enticing people in a very interesting way. Let's just leave it at that. But okay, anyway. So YouTube and Rumble under the moniker Smash AT, whatever. Smash AT has declared Kotaku to be everything wrong with the video game industry. Again, he's allowed to do that. That's his opinion. Right? That's his opinion. He's allowed to do that. He's allowed to say that Kotaku is everything wrong with the gaming industry. And guess what? He's not the only one that has said that. I mean, tens of thousands of people have said that, I got to imagine, at this point in time. In fact, Smash AT created a petition at change.org to have Kotaku shut down, stating we demand accountability from Kotaku and exhorting his viewers to join this movement to uphold the standards as we, a community, deserve in the video game industry. Again, you're allowed to make a change.org petition and you're allowed to promote it. Right? There's nothing illegal about promoting a change.org petition. If you are trying to say that a change.org petition is somehow harassment because he was promoting it to his followers, I think that's pretty light overall. And again, just because you make a change.org petition doesn't mean that Kotaku is suddenly going to get shut down tomorrow, right? Even if he met his goals, it doesn't mean that Kotaku just suddenly disappears, because the power is within Geo Media itself, not the change.org petition. So this petition really doesn't do anything, doesn't have any power, and it's just meant to try to garner people together in the hopes to potentially make Geo Media realize that Kotaku isn't really operating in the best interests of gamers. But again, Geo Media advocates for this stuff, so doesn't really matter. And then this is the best part. Smash AT did not stop there. He created a page on his website called Kotaku Detected, where he maintains a comprehensive directory of individuals who work, have worked, or are in some way related to Kotaku, with the intent to spotlight the people behind Kotaku's content and hold them accountable for their actions. Okay. So again, I'm no lawyer, but I gotta imagine that they're trying to say that because he compiled a list of their journalists together, that somehow is, harassment. Because whenever you compile lists of journalists together, clearly that's meant to be harassing. I guess that's the thing. And again, I don't understand why you would say that, because Smash JT is not the only one, right? So I'm gonna put it to you like this. Okay, fine. If you think putting a list together on a website of Kotaku employees is apparently inciting harassment in some way, especially when it's a comprehensive directory of individuals, then my only question for you, and maybe Ron Coleman can ask this question, my only question for you is, what's the deal with this, Kotaku? What's the deal with this? I don't know if Ron Coleman could ask this question, but on Kotaku's own website, it literally states, what's a Kotaku? Who works here? So you're probably asking yourself, well, okay, they're just asking a question. They don't have a comprehensive list of their employees. They don't have a list of their employees' social medias. They don't have a list of any of this stuff, right? Of course not. But they do. But they do. They do. They do. So, like, you have editor-in-chief Austin Williams, managing editor Carolyn Petit, senior reporter Ethan Gack, associate editor Tips and Guides Claire Jackson, staff writer Candace Shepard, staff writer Zach Zwizen, freelance editor John Walker, story pitches, media requests, all their emails, all their social medias. So I need some better understanding. I really need help. I need better understanding. I really do. Because if making a list of journalists together is somehow citing harassment, then I need to understand why Kotaku is harassing themselves. I need to understand, why is Kotaku harassing themselves? They're compiling a list of journalists that currently work there. It's a comprehensive list with their emails and their Twitter accounts, their full names, first and last names, and their job titles. They have a whole list here. So how is this not harassment, but Kotaku detected is harassment?